Okay, welcome back, followers of the channel. We're back here in the Alternity of Skyrim, basically playing with a little bit of more of a jungle theme. And my character here, she's in the level up mode, so we'll go ahead and look up here. Rhaenyra the She-Devil, and she's going with the health on this one. Even though she is a spell blade, it makes sense to have health for any character, especially if you use magic. It's just my opinion. You need to have a good amount of at least 200 points of health. If you don't have 200 points of health, you're taking a chance of risk of getting. Let me adjust my camera here. Yes, I'm going very old school. But as a mage, if you start as a mage, and you can do it, it can be done. Just a mage, just doing nothing but magic, but you're taking the chance that any single hit is going to take you out. So basically, one of the ways I always play mages is just my thing, is that I always give them at least 200 points of health. And yeah, it slows down their magic protection later, but I think it balances the difference of just getting hit one time. And you, because even if you get up some Atronox, it's or if you're using undead, they can't absorb all the damage. At some point somebody's going to get through, or something's going to happen where you're going to take a hit, and if you don't have at least 200 points, it makes it very hard to get that second chance. So it's just my rule, not everybody's, but spell blades, I do it like 200 points, maybe 250, and maybe even split later. It depends on kind of what build. Right, this one I'm going to do mostly destruction, more combat spell blade than anything. And when you do spell blade, like I said, it just makes sense to have the ability to fight with a sword and also fight with magic. So it's a combination build. Typically with the spell blade, I will focus on doing more destruction. I usually focus on conjuration, but I'm going to be doing more destruction with this one, just because it's more of a attack-based build. So she needs to be strong in fighting and still have her missile defense, and missile usage is going to be based around destruction. So shooting ice spikes and things like that. Using stabs and scrolls is what it says in the build she likes to use. And destruction connects well to the stabs and scrolls, because having a high destruction is what can help you do more damage with a staff. So that's going to be the build, basically almost like a spell staff fighter. But right now I've already leveled up with Feindal as much as I can. To include that last level up was from doing the take back my money trick. So I'm going to let him go after I get out of here. I'll probably pick up somebody else as a follower later on. Maybe go back and get Lakeisha as a follower. But here. I'm going through basically taking all the food, if there is any to take, and getting prepared to go. Usually this is a building process, and I do this with any build. That usually I always come to the Embershard mine, clear it out. One, because it gives you a good starting base of equipment and resources and food and stuff like that. So basically I'm starting with that. I'll go ahead and finish clearing out here, then sell at Riverwood, not too far away, and then basically I go around and I map out the game. This is a normal game, and sometimes I don't have long to play, so I do tend to use fast travel, I don't do it all the time. Sometimes I like just running around, but some elements I use fast travel just because it expedites the game. And some things, if you've ever seen one of my playthroughs where I'm doing like survival, where there's no fast travel, there's some things that I do in here to avoid things that I really just don't feel like dealing with. Like one for down there in Markarth, the guy Eltrus that tries to give you the quest for the Force one. I generally like to avoid that quest. Not that I don't want to help with the Force one, but I just really don't feel that I have a play in the fight. I mean, they got a guy in there that got internal strife. They can deal with that. It just doesn't set me off emotionally. So I really just don't feel like doing it. Another thing I don't like is that you coming out of it in a way, in you're always going to be a criminal technically. So your record on your character, especially if you're a good character, you're going to have that bounty will still be assigned to you or assigned at one time. So if you're doing a bounty-less playthrough, it's just not a good quest to go through. Got her rocking the hide armor, but part of this running around too, after I sell stuff, she's going to get her first set of bikini armor as soon as I get up to Dawnstar. Basically, I need enough iron and leather to make the iron set that I got the books from in Riverwood. So I'm collecting, getting all the iron out of here, and then the leather strips is generally what you need to craft with, and then I'll make her a set as soon as she gets up there. But the first piece is getting all this, all your resources collected, and then moving right out. So I'm going to do that. I might start doing voiceless gameplay videos too, where I don't talk at all. I am kind of a chatty Cathy about the game. But it's good times. Those are notes from the mod Abaya, which is a different kind of mod, another island that's really massive actually. And once you get to it, it's kind of difficult to get off of. You got to collect wood and make a port. Coming out here, we've got a couple of got 2 mine areas, but and there are 2 or 3 total raptors in this area. I don't think I know. Wait a minute, I fought the first 2 on the way up. Yeah, I've already killed the first 2. There's one more, so we'll go up here and take him out so we can so I can mine before heading back. He didn't even suspect that I'm coming for him. And with the spell blade, especially destruction spell blade, basically I'm going to be like lighting him on fire. Try to do most of the damage with destruction. Feindal got the last blow in. That's one thing about followers, they do get in the way sometimes. Sometimes they take your kills. What I want to leave Feindal with. Okay, he's got a steel axe, a war bow, what's called. I guess I can leave him with a steel axe, some bracers, a monk's robe. Let me see if he's carrying anything. And a torch. Okay, Feindal, you can leave my sight with that. I should be able to survive now because using Feindal, that's what pretty much what I use it for. Is I'll build up the character first. That's part of my build strategy. And the points that I use, like when I level up, the points are not going to go into like archery. I know a lot of people like to put points in archery. The points I'm using in this build is destruction. And for destruction, I'm going to do 2. Nice, Pat. Oh, also, I'm using a ordinator build. I think I already said this, the ordinator mod. And it really focuses on, it defines your character a lot. It gives you a lot of things. So just like I said, I'm doing a destruction spell blade. So I got to be good with the sword and good with destruction spells. At this point, I could go get the spark spell over at Helgen, but I don't want to start the Helgen quest line, and that's the beauty of doing an Alternity playthrough is like you're not playing Skyrim anymore. You don't have to fight dragons. It just becomes a world space where you can build, have fun, and just explore around, or other things. This one, after I get her build up, I might try and take you to Elsewhere, which is another mod that's very jungle oriented. So basically, because this is my alternative version of Skyrim, tropical. I'm doing tropical things, and all my mods relate to either tropical things or pirates. I can see the concept of a pirate in a cold environment, but I don't think they're as common as the tropical or regions where it's a lot more sunny and a lot more places to go about. Charging through the snow and ice is just not really the same. That's why I do pirates and tropical together. The whole theme of this whole land that I've created. So you can call it whatever you want to. It's tropical, but it's not Skyrim. They're just some similar names, and the environment, as you can see, is not really Skyrim at all. I see a lot of comments about that. Sometimes people are like, "Oh, you're not even playing Skyrim anymore." Yeah, exactly. That's the exact point of it. I'm not. Yeah, Skyrim's a great game. Don't get me wrong. I love Skyrim. I love the basic version without anything in it. But I also like to play games, and after beating it so many times, I mean, when do you just call a break and go do something that's similar but not the same? Come across here, get some fish while I'm at it. Possibly go back for that Nermut that's back there screaming, singing at me. Wow, the courier came out and got me in the river. I can't stand that little guy. I do have a playthrough I probably will put together. I didn't do a video the first time I did it, so I'll probably just redo it and video the whole process. But if you ever want to go around and not get courier messages, you can play the whole game at first level. You don't have to level up. If you never level up, you'll never get a courier message. And the first time I tested the theory, I was wondering if a courier would ever go into Blackreach, and I found out they do not. I basically took a character, started him from first level, started him at first level, and I ran around and did everything I wanted to before I went underground. And so when he went underground, the couriers usually don't go deep inside of dungeons or anything. So then I leveled up, and my level, once I got inside where he couldn't get to me, I was about 13th level by that time. But I went around and raided the Khajiit chest and everything like that, which is part of this build, the same build I'm doing now. I always do that, go and map out the whole land by going to travel to each city, and I get raid the Khajiit chest and take everything I can, smith and craft everything I can before going underground, and then just go from there. I still have to do it again though, because if you do a complete underground playthrough, like say for instance for Blackreach, there's actually 3 Dwemer dungeons that are associated with it. And I think like Cinderon's house underneath, that's a good place to make home. You can sleep there and everything like that. You can even craft potions and do what's called. But what I need to find is a place to tan leather and also smelt and what's called. So I've got to search those Wimmer ruins for those things. I know the one Robothar or something like that. The one where it's part of the Dark Brotherhood Assassins from Yuri when you go and kill her ex-boyfriend. That one has some crafting stations in it. So I have to go back in, and I'll probably do that as one whole video separate from this. She's just going to go basically through putting on a few sets or collecting books of the amazing body armors and showing you guys kind of around what tropical Skyrim looks like. And also, I used her to show how I do a character build based on rolling dice versus just me making the same decisions over and over again. If you ever run into that rut where you're always ended up being a stealth archer for some reason, doing the rolling charts, it basically kind of takes that out of your hands and kind of forces you into, if you apply by, I mean, if you just be one, you're just going to be one. But if you take that chart and roll the dice like I did in the last video of her, you basically can put it where your character then, as long as you stay by those guidelines, you won't end up being a stealth archer. You'll be like, she's going to be spellblade. She has no intent on using the bow. For the bow option, once I get Ice Spike, that's going to be her bow option. If she's shooting at the distance, it's going to be with an Ice Spike. It's not going to be with a bow. And for close up, she's going to be using a sword, spell blade. But that's how I keep away from getting into a rut where every character is exactly the same, because you know, you play the game long enough, and just like me going for everything Alternity-wise, you know, it's not Skyrim, because I don't want to just keep playing Skyrim for 10 years. You know, I've already done, 5.5, 6 years of Skyrim. But Alternity gives me the chance to do other stuff. Oh, this is funny. This is what I was telling you about the AI. His shop's open, but he's not downstairs. The AI kind of moves him around, and actually sometimes he'll start closing the shop, even though it dictates he's supposed to always be able to sell to you. And even though he's in the middle of his sleep, they didn't lock the door, so I got in. And watch, when he wakes up, he won't challenge me. He'll just let me sell. So he's still open 24/7, but just allows me to come in and sell what I want to. Okay, I'm going to sell some of this stuff. Some stuff I break. Everything I can break, I do. The key thing is to get rid of... actually, no, it's a spellblade. She doesn't actually need that either. And get here. Let's see. I'm keeping all the magic stuff and selling off everything else. I'm keeping one set of hide because this other one I'm going to break. I'm gonna keep these. That's why I said I might go back and Lakeisha. I'm gonna keep her on beds, and also she likes the Thalmor, so she's not gonna sell the Thalmor stuff. Probably won't even break it either. I'm just trying to make as much money off of him as I can. This book right here I don't sell because you can trade that for experience with the guy up in Dawnstar. Well, I'm going to cherish those Thalmor orders. And you can see I've already got 2 of the bikini books, so I can show you where I'll show you where the other ones are. I never keep beer or wine. Not personally, I like beer and wine, but in game it does nothing for me. I mean, stamina regenerates slower for 30 seconds. Why in the world would I want my stamina to regenerate slower? Don't do it.
I better get back to cleaning the store.
But now I'm back to fast again, so this will go a little bit faster. Sorry about the kind of time it takes to run. But now I'm going to, since I already did this here, I'm going to go ahead. This is an example of just speeding the game up. I'm going to fast travel to Whiterun. And now this will be a pretty quick run because I fast travel Whiterun. Let me find the guy to catch a ride. And I'm going to go first thing up to Dawnstar. So there he is right there. Yes, I do need a ride. Dawnstar. Okay, we're going to go up here. I did keep some armor just because if I can't, I'm pretty sure I can make the whole set. But just in case, get up here and make sure it's good to go. This helps me improve my smithing too because the guy, you see how that Redguard horse showed up? Because I've rode him once, so he showed up again. It's kind of funny. And you can still ride him like the whole game, but as soon as you take like another mount, then he'll disappear. But I can ride him down here. Just because he wants to walk away, I'm making him ride down here. Here, you come with me over here. Okay, I'm gonna go over here. We're gonna craft all that iron ore that I just got. And iron should be all I have right now. That's a good amount of ore, especially when you get like right away out of the gate coming from Helgen. The Embershard mine is a good place to get iron ingots. Oh look, he didn't know where to go. He got stuck. Probably stuck by the bush or something. Okay, he's out here, so hopefully he has the question. Okay, when he says, okay. He didn't ask the question, so I can't get a witchcraft from him yet. There's a book I have that he'll give me smithing, but I forget what has to happen first, and he'll offer that part of the witchcraft. So I'll make this part of here, and then I'll make nothing but leather strips, because that'll help me make the armor I'm looking for. And go down to iron. And those are pirate weapons that you'll see right there. Different swords and stuff like that. I like it because it just gives a different feel. And then you pick the different portions of the that you want. I think she's gonna go with. I'm gonna go with the slat pieces. Oh, because I like I'm gonna make 2 tops though. And the bottoms. Go with that one. there's several. You can actually, with the bikini armor, you can actually make it like where they're wearing a full set. Or you can make it, what's called, I just try and make them, and not all really work as well. I mean, some look better than others. Yeah, I did make her 2 tops. Boots. Oh, I think that's the wrong boots. I didn't want those boots. I got enough to make another one, I think. Okay, these are the boots I want. I'm looking for the things that have slats. And then this chest reinforcement can be used with any character. It's just invisible on males. Face guard is invisible on females, but invisible on males. But you can use that for male characters. I usually don't put it females because I don't want a big freaking thing over her face. Okay, got that. And the gorget too, it goes around their throat. I'm not really a big fan of that, so I don't wear it. Sometimes I like to mix and match the different styles. I got one of those. And that was the right one, so this is the left one. This is the spine. The spine is only available in iron. Okay, I missed a couple other things for thighs, but I think that's good enough right now. I might see if he's got some iron, see if he can sell. Let me put her clothes on though first. Yes, as soon as you put on the top, it'll switch the, and this breastplate is another version. So I've got, basically I made 3 different tops. Okay, let's see what he has here.
Looking to protect yourself or lose some damage?
Usually it's when he says who's in, you ask if who's in charge of this forge, and then he'll ask for that book. But he hasn't asked for them yet, so I'm gonna sell the rest of this armor, except for the stuff I can break. Actually, since I sold that, it's not too early in the game. Let me just go ahead and get some strips. I get some strips and finish our armor set. Okay, I did the abs, bottoms. Grab one more bottom. Actually, 2 more. I'll show you how it looks when you do like a full set. Actually, thinking of that, I probably should do those 2 that I usually don't do, just so you see what they look like. Tacit is like a hip version, and then thigh. And let me do the different ab, and then you'll see what the full version looks like. Because I need the face guard. And the beautiful thing about these mods too is you can put something on each one. Like magic, if you enchant things, you can enchant something. Like if you get, some of them will all take smithing, and then you can put that on everything. So it gives you like a really high stat. But for some of the stuff that's in the game, you really pretty much need it. Okay, she's still fast. Let me go ahead and get out in the sun where you can see kind of the armor, what it looks like. That's the version I chose to wear. And I'm going to go ahead and switch it to the full armor version. This is where she's got on the thigh guards. I'll Gorget. I usually don't wear the Gorget, but I'm going to put it on so you can see what it looks like. And that's kind of like the full version, where you can see it's almost body is, the front of her body is covered almost like completely in armor. I think I did a different ab. No, I did one ab. There's a different ab that actually covers a little bit more than that one, than the slats. Make her one more ab. So you'll see what the bikini armor basically looks like. I think the one that's more, not that one, this one. And go and take a look. And now you'll see that she's got almost like to the front. I'll see if I can close up this for you guys. That she's got pretty much full coverage. Yeah, let me do it over here where it's not as bright. And you can see from groin to her neckline, she's got full coverage of armor. Just on the backside, if anybody gets behind her, then you know she's vulnerable to backstabs. But that's what it looks like. Let me take some of that stuff off though. And it's your choice on what you want to wear. You can wear, you know, as much or as little as you want to. But like I said, you can do this even for male characters. Can also wear most of the items except for the torso. As long as it's not a top portion, your character can wear, as male can wear them. It'd just be, you know, where you're running around naked pretty much. I do that for my Conan build, because you can walk around like a barbarian with the fur armor, and with the chest free fur armor. It's like a lower portion. You can walk around wearing that, and like the armor from the bikini mod armor that doesn't show, and basically you look like Conan the Barbarian running around, even though you've got an armor rating that is probably, we'll take a look here real quick at her armor rating. At her armor rating with her, she's got 62 armor rating right now. And if I put all the other stuff on, she's got an 81 armor rating with the iron set, just as is. But it's more well covered on the front side. And so now we're going to go over and get him and catch a ride. And we'll just go down the list so we get all these places knocked off our fast travel plan. Makes it faster to go around the game. That's for if you have a full-time job and you don't have a lot of time to play. It's good to sit and fast travel if you don't have 8 hours to sit and play a game. You know, it gives you that time that you can do that. In Falkreath, I'm going down here because one, you get it marked on the map, and it's before you hit 10th level, so they won't ask you if you've seen a dog. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to run in, I'm going to break everything. I'm going to break all the magic. And that will also give me some levels too. Now with this build style, you know, you can see that I'm actually not fighting a whole bunch of people, so it makes it a little easier to build a character and get going without having to wait until the wait until you get like a certain level and build up. Okay, everything except for the what's called robes. She's a Thalmor lover, so she's not going to get rid of her Thalmor robe. She's going to keep those. And Lakeisha's bracelets, I'm going to give those back to her when I catch her, or when I pick her up as a follower. Oh, let me take that stuff off. A lot of times I will travel without wearing everything, and then if I get like in combat, I can put it all on if I want to. Yeah, that's enough for her.
But when they're emissary of the Highest, I want word.
What I need to find is a male follower that actually can be dressed like a Thalmor. That'd be pretty cool. An Altmer follower. I need an Altmer male follower. I don't think there is. I have to look around unless it's a modded one. I have a modded one in my other game, but not this game. But one thing I do for fast traveling to Falkreath, because they'll start after 10th level, they'll start asking about that dog. Trying to start that quest. And anybody who's watched me play will see that every time I talk about how I don't want to be forced into quest or forced into having things on my list that I don't want. And so what I'm going to do, this is a Cracktusk Keep. And it's out of the way back here on the map. That it's not Falkreath, so you can actually get down in this area without getting the dog quest. Okay, guys, we're almost at 40 minutes here. Went a little bit longer than I expected. I'm going to do one last one, which is Markarth. Should be pretty quick, and then I'm going to get out. So, like I said, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Where do you want to go?
What I'm going to do is go into Markarth and get out of here. Okay, this is a real quick one. The one thing about Markarth, as soon as you come in, the guy's going to try and stab the lady. So you got to get in here with your sword ready. And then as soon as they open the gate, you got to run over and stop him. You don't have to, but you can. And if you do it quick enough, you can also get away from Eltrys.
Excuse me.
Mind yourself with that fire.
Bit of jewelry.
Burn anything
down.
Someone there? What you want, huh? I die for my...
Ragged Divines, the Forsworner.
He died for his country, and now I'm going to avoid Eltrys.
The city.
Everyone, stay back.
I'm looking for Margaret to come up here. That's who he was trying to kill. And then she will give you a valuable necklace.
Trying to kill Margaret. Right, God's that man near it?
But you can see in the background, you can see Eltrys already coming towards you, trying to catch up. What you have to do is run up the stairs,
We'll handle things from here. Move along.
and then you will activate a second spawn point in Markarth if you fast travel here. that goes nowhere near him, and you never have to go back through the front gate again. So that's my technique for avoiding Eltrys. Well, hope you enjoyed the game, watching what I was doing here, and I'm going to go ahead and save, and get ready to let you guys do other things you got to do. I'll do things I got to do. Get a good final save picture. And there she is. In her bikini armor. Okay, you guys have a nice day. If you got any questions, post them in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe.